Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be talking about the possible Zenkai of Shallot. And also I'm going to be playing a couple of matches, showcasing him kind of like on a revisit on God Key. So be sure to like and subscribe if you're new. I'm at 45 subs currently at the time of this recording, trying to hit 50 and beyond. So be sure to like if you like the video. Let's head into PvP. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to kind of talk about the Shallot Zenkai and some of the changes I think he really needs to undergo. The gameplay in the background is going to illustrate some of my points I'm going to make here. Now, I easily had to cut a bunch of these matches just because I could barely even showcase Shallot. He's fallen so far behind the meta where you're fighting, double Zenkai, triple Zenkai bench buffed Zenkai units. Shallot can't keep up. He's always been extremely fragile. And for 10 counts, he is a massive liability. It's practically like you don't even have 3 units on your team until Shallot actually transforms. That's how much of a liability he is. Now, waiting 10 counts doesn't sound necessarily too bad, but you can get combo for 10 counts. And this damage meta, extremely high damage, and you could lose a character if you can't use your swaps properly. If you can't really distribute the damage all around. So, if they Zenkai Shallot, which I do believe that they will at maybe some point, I'm hoping for the 1,000 days, that'd be great. That they just buff Zenkai buff Shallot. And if they make his base form actually playable, make it not easily killable. You can like 2-3 card a base form Shallot. Maybe honestly like 2. If you have a specific attack type unit. Something high in attack power. He's 2 cards and he's out of here. Now, if you follow the story at all, they've kind of hinted and kind of mentioned to Shallot, hey, you need to buff your base form. You need to work on strengthening you versus strengthening your transformations. Because another one of his issues are his transformation. He's kind of running out of attainable transformations. Which is why I think it's time for a Zenkai. Because he's got, blue left to get. And then what? Are they going to push him above blue? Or are they going to give him Ultra Instinct? I don't know. I highly doubt it. Are they going to give him, like, a Super Saiyan 4 transformation? He's already got God. I don't know if they're going to go that route. So instead of trying to just push out, Super Saiyan Blue, and then Shallot has nothing, no more transformations for the rest of the game. Because we're in year 2. We're not in year 3 yet, and we're pretty much at the end of his transformation line already. He's only got really 1 more. Unless they specifically really want to push Ultra Instinct. So if they give him a Zenkai, it'll actually catch him up to the meta, because this is Dragonball, Zenkai Legends. You gotta be a Zenkai character to really be truly competing. So I feel like if they just Zenkai their poster boy, that'd be in a lot of people's good graces. Now, how they'd Zenkai him, it'd be a free Zenkai. I'd prefer something with a lot of missions that grant the souls, Zenkai souls, and some nice CC. Because if they do, Zenkai for Shallot, give us a lot, a nice chunk of CC and all the materials we need through missions, it's gonna garner some goodwill between the player base and the devs to get Shallot to Zenkai, because he's really good, or he was. He's fallen off really hard, but a Zenkai would put him pretty much back in that top tier area. Now, as for his Zenkai ability, I guess he just has to buff regular Saiyans in general. Because he's free to play, it wouldn't be like the full 40%, 35% split. He'd get like the free to play split. So I think it wouldn't be too hampering, but he'd be really good because he'd be given just Saiyans in general health, and then maybe some attack and defense at a lower clip. 20 and 25% I think is fine. Now another thing I want to talk about with his Zenkai is that if they make his base form, I guess, formidable, not something that's going to be gotten rid of in like 3 counts flat, they could actually end up making his other transformations viable. Older transformations. How many times have you seen someone competitively try to run a Super Saiyan Shallot? What about Super Saiyan 2? When's the last time you saw Super Saiyan 3? No. Anyone who uses Shallot, who actually has, beaten the story up to a certain point, they're going to use the God mode. Because that was the most powerful of the transformations, and the other transformations had fallen behind stat-wise. But if he Zenkais, that they can kind of help to erase that. You can use whatever transformation you want to use. You want to be a Super Saiyan, run with Bardock, that's fine. If you want to be a Super Saiyan 2, run him with other Super Saiyan 2s because he can support them with damage inflicted in like crit rate or something like that. That's fine. Super Saiyan 3 was a strike powerhouse. And God mode is a blast machine. If they just Zenkai and they do it well, his other transformations become viable. People will get more Shallot diversity. Then, give us a nice cosmetic outfit to wear. Other transformations become viable. He's just highly usable. He's not going to die instantly. I like to see him perhaps be able to heal some damage off as soon as he transforms into a Super Saiyan or whatever transformation you choose. I'd like to see, well, specifically, it'd be great if he could like teach green cards could be taught to him. I think that I don't know, that might break him. Let's call that a pipe dream. They, instead of just only you can teach blue cards, if you could teach Shallot, say, green cards, that'd be great. Or perhaps if he could, take strike animations from other characters so that his strike isn't the same thing. If you get like, oh, friendship, because friendship is kind of practically pointless in the game. But it's like, hey, if you're at least friendship level 10, you can use such and such a character's strike animations with Shallot. I think that would be another very interesting change. It provokes more Shallot diversity in the game, and they could really make a change like that with his Zenkai. Now, if they Zenkai him, they don't really have to immediately give him a new form. If he just, keeps just the God mode capped, I think that's fine. Because all Shallot really needs is, he just needs the stats to compete. God mode abilities are great. Super Saiyan 3 still has some pretty great abilities. Super Saiyan 2 is okay, but again, it's really behind with stats. Shallot doesn't particularly need too much to happen. Alright, so sort of wrapping up this video. Shallot, again, he would be getting multiple new uniques from this, but I would like to streamline that so they would have to come up with constant, every new form of his, every form has 2 brand new ones. They could give one general unique that goes across all of Shallot's forms. Probably something damage related, a little extra defense. And then for the next unique, it could be all specific to the character transformation. Super Saiyans could have a Super Saiyan form could have something that's related to extra crit or crit rate, crit damage. Super Saiyan 2 could gain a little more support ability, maybe get some ki on swap. Super Saiyan 3 would probably get some 60 timer count, extra super damage buff. God mode, not quite sure, but anything would make it better, honestly. Probably just more damage. He's got great ki recovery already. But if they, gave us the Shallot, made the missions free, gave out lots of CC, gave us the souls and Zenkai souls necessary, I think it would generate a lot of goodwill between player base and developers. So I hope, this was pretty good to listen to. Be sure to like and sub if you're new. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.